It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. Hey, this video was made on a Friday, although it's going to be uploaded on a different day. You know, I was talking to my homie not too long ago, and he mentioned a phrase of designing your life. I presented to him an idea of like something I had wanted to do, and if I really doubled down and focused on it, I know it can come to life, and I know it'll be successful because you have to have a certain energy to commit to something that you want to do. There's a lot of different ideas that come to mind, but you have to have a certain level of energy to do what you want to do. So designing your life, let me tell you, too many motherfuckers do not design their life. They accept their life by default. And I'm gonna say it again. Too many niggas don't intentionally design their life. They accept their life by default. They accept what they're given. Oh, you only get this much a day. You better eat up. You better be grateful for what you get every day, because it can be taken from you. You can only get this many hours in at work today. We don't have much for you. Fuck all that. Life is not meant to be lived by default. Life is meant to be designed and curated by you. Now, this is another level of thinking. This is thinking on another frequency. And I want to make a video about the science of a thought, because every thought has a science to it, a scientific understanding behind it. When you design your life, it's more than just being intentional. It's more than just desiring what you are, letting the universe know what you want. Designing your life means a simple question. How do you want your life to look? Now, I know what you're thinking when it comes to creating goals. Sometimes goals fall through. Sometimes it's not always a goal that's easily accessible or easily attainable. The thing about goals is that your goals will manifest when you level up to that frequency. I'm gonna say it again. Your goals will manifest when you level up to that frequency. So basically, when you are vibrating down here and you have a goal that's up here, that goal has a frequency to it. If you have a goal of wanting to save $10,000, it's a frequency to it. That frequency is discipline. That frequency is financial literature. If you have a goal of wanting to have a 4-pack, there's a frequency to diet, because you have to think on another level. If a cheeseburger was in your face versus a chicken Southwest salad, you have to determine which one you're choosing. And let me tell you something, I'm choosing a burger. I don't care what you say. But you have to think on that frequency of any goal that you create for yourself. And that way it's going to be easy to accomplish. Listen, when I manifested my Range Rover, you know, at the time I was working 2 full-time jobs, but my skill set was at the frequency. Oh, I'm sorry I blocked you in, baby. Let me get over it. But my skill set was on the frequency of the Range Rover, because I was able to navigate 2 of those jobs without being overwhelmed or stressed. Yes, it did take time. Yes, I did have to say no to hanging out some weekends. I will say that it was a sacrifice on the weekends, but it was temporary. It was only for a few months, and I made it work. So my skill set was on a frequency to the point where it brought in income that got me to that point of the Range Rover. And let me tell you, this baby is nice. This baby is nice. And on the contrary, Range Rovers are very reliable, very dependable, very stylish. Brownie points from me. I love it. So designing your life is not just about the materialistic things. It's about the things that you want for yourself. Too many motherfuckers be complaining and bitching and crying about their life, crying about relationships they're in, being upset about different variations of their life. And it's like, bro, you're creating this shit by default because you're misusing your mind. What are you using your mind on? You're misusing it. It's like when you have something in your possession and you don't know how to use it, you're literally giving up by default. But when you start to focus on designing what you want your life to look like, and I don't want you to focus on a goal. I don't want you to focus on saving the money. I don't want you to focus on getting a 4-pack or eating the right foods. I want you to focus on raising your vibration. We are in a vibrational world. And the fact of the matter is, we have been conditioned to believe that this world is more physical than matter. It was more than physical than energetic. Quantum physics says that everything is made up of tiny particles of energy known as electrons. And our bodies is made up of proteins. The reason why we are in this physical body is to have a human experience and accomplish our purpose, our mission, while on this earth. That's why spiritual niggas who too high up in the spiritual realm, they don't really enjoy their life here in the world around them, because they don't know how to live in duality. You're not supposed to just live in the 5th dimension and just be spiritual 24/7. It's a lifestyle for sure, but it's supposed to complement your lifestyle on this earth. Living life by design. A lot of spiritual niggas claim to be lonely, claim that nobody understands them. You're creating that life by default based on your thoughts. Your thoughts are reinforcing that belief, and your belief is going to reinforce your experience. Come on. Come on, Tone. You know that song, Get 'Em Glow, Get 'Em Tone? I should play that song right now. So listen, things to raise your vibration. You already know. You know things that's going to influence you to feel good. You already know what influences you to feel good. What expands your brain? Let me tell you, one of the easiest things to do to raise your vibration is very, very simple. And it's deep breathing. Deep breathing is going to instantly raise your vibrational state, because if you do it correctly, and it's not hard to do, all you have to do is inhale from your gut and bring the oxygen all the way up from your spine to your brain, and then exhale. Do that 5, 6, 7 times, baby. You're gonna be unrecognizable in a couple of days, because on a scientific level, what those deep breaths is doing is resetting your emotional state. It's literally resetting your emotional state. It's releasing emotions from your body, depending on how frequently you do it, and it's allowing your brain to have more energy to operate. It enhances the capacity of your brain when you do deep breathing exercises. And a lot of people, including myself, don't do it as often, because I know meditation is not easy. Listen, I know meditation takes a lot of reps in the gym to master, to really sit with your mind and allow yourself to be focused and intentional about quieting your mind, right? And I've done it enough for where I have it down pat. You feel me? Like, my meditation has created a baseline for me to be at peace 93% of the time. Other times, I do be wanting a little drama, a little razzle dazzle, but not often, you feel me? So, deep breathing is an easy way to reset your vibration, but you must do it repetitively, and you must do it consistently. It's simple, and I'm not about to show you right now, because I'm driving and everything, but deep breathing is an exercise that's really going to take your brain to another level, because it unlocks oxygen and creates newfound energy in that area, in that organ. Just try it. Try the deep breath exercise 5 different times, and the energy that's around you, let's say you're around people whose energy is not the highest, let's say you're around people whose energy is not the best, it's okay, because when you reset this, they're going to start treating you with respect. They're going to start looking at you in a different light. You feel me? Certain spirits, aka human beings, certain energies, they perceive you differently when they see your aura shining brighter. Too many times I've experienced people talk to me differently, talk to me with respect, while cussing out somebody else, simply because of how I present myself, simply because of my energy and my aura and the person that I am. Without even saying a word, they see, trust me, people see your energy. I be seeing people and they just be vibrating low. They have no aura. And the other people I see, they vibrate really high. And you can see that by how you feel around them, by how they look. That person probably created their life by design. I refuse to just create my life by default just because that's what's been taught. Like, where we do that at? When you recognize you live in a world that's full of abundance, full of opportunity, full of excitement, you cannot you cannot under any circumstances settle for less, because when you know that you can design this life yourself, it's eye-opening. It's eye-opening for sure. You know, I'm low-key interested in MMA, right? So I've been wanting to pursue boxing or wrestling or mixed martial arts of any sorts. Just for like a avenue or outlet to stimulate myself and build my body and build my mind, right? Now, I want to process this with you guys to give you an example of what design your life means. Because I never was raised around wrestlers or boxers or fighters, but it fascinates me when I'm watching a sport like boxing or wrestling. So I thought to myself, why don't I put myself in that shoe to be of that caliber? Now, I'm designing this reality, but the truth of it is I'm not on that frequency yet. And I say that because the option is there, right? I have the money to pay for the class every month. I have the free time to commit to the classes twice a week. I had the attitude to start it, but I just didn't take action on it because I'm not yet on that frequency. Now, let's say the frequency of being an MMA fighter is here. The frequency is like here, and the frequency is a way of living. It's literally a lifestyle, right? It's not just, it doesn't really fluctuate. It's a way of your lifestyle, right? So you live on this frequency. Some people, like NBA players, they live on this frequency and they perform at their elite level. They don't typically fluctuate a lot until their skill level deteriorates due to age and, you know, fatigue, which is natural, right? So your frequency is determined by where you're vibrating at on a daily basis. And sometimes the vibrational level can be lower or it can be higher depending on how much energy and time you invest in it. So when I look at an MMA fighter, or myself as an MMA fighter, even if it's just for, I'm not about to get in the ring with nobody, just for the fun of it, it's on a different frequency. So I haven't committed to the decision because I'm not thinking on that frequency yet. But that frequency is slowly introducing itself to me. And I say that because I've been thinking about it for weeks and weeks and weeks. And it's not until you make that move, we have willpower. We have the option to design this shit. It's not default. That's how I'm giving you an example. So if you know you have the option to design it and you're not taking that committed step because of whatever reasons, you creating excuses or doubt in your head, or you kind of procrastinating, because you telling me my black ass gonna lay on the couch instead of go to the gym and go to the MMA gym and practice. Like, I have a choice, you feel me? And that choice is going to be determined by my level of focus and how much do I want it. What is my level of commitment to this? That's an example. You are presented with plenty of options in your life to design what you want. But too many times we live in a reality where everything is based on default. Design your life. Wake up to the realization that if you do not train your mind will train you to be the same old person year in and year out, to be the same old individual year after year. Your time is ticking in terms of you want to experience and maximize your experience on this earth. You want to look back over your life and say, I'm fulfilled and satisfied about what I did in this planet. But if you don't train your mind, how on earth can you do that? I'm gonna turn here. Thank you. If you don't train your mind, how on earth can you maximize your experience? The world is mental. It's not just physical. There's a reason why your pockets are the way it is. It's because the world is mental. It's not just physical. You can't just overtime your way into money. Hold up. Oh. You can't just overtime your way into money. That's a day of the past. That's the old modality of finances. Overtime and 60 hours a week and working 2 jobs. That's the old modality of living. When you understand this shit is of the mental, this shit is energetic. When you fucking align your energy on the frequency that you want to, on the level that you want to become, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. Everything is going to look different for you. You're going to be living on a different plane. You're going to be living on a different vibration. You're going to be experiencing peace every single day of your life. You're going to be experiencing freedom every single day of your life. You're going to be experiencing options and choices. You're going to be waking up excited for the day. Even if you do have to go to work, you're going to be excited for the day because you know working is just a prerequisite of what's to come that's bigger for you. But if you don't design what that looks like, then everything is just going to be handed to you by default. So is it design that you want, or is it default? Listen, you have a lot in you. You have more than what you think. You're an infinite being. You have a lot of light, a lot of energy, and sometimes you have to reveal that to yourself, because oftentimes it's kind of concealed through what's going on with our physical senses. Whatever we can perceive with our physical senses, it kind of limits our true perception of what life actually is about. I want you to wake up to the call. I want you to realize that you have a lot in you, and I'm gonna keep repeating it. But hey, let me get off of here. You got the picture. Design your life. Be intentional with the shit you think about. I'm not telling you to take action. I'm telling you to use your mind correctly. Hey, I hope you found some value in this video. And my friends, until next time.